Hello! Ayan. Hindi ko pa alam kung may manunood sa issue na to, but I decided to actually discuss about amnesty. It is because I was, I was forced to discuss about it. Well, if we see that marami ng issues regarding this matter dun sa mga newspapers and everything, and we don't understand stuffs. So I didn't say that I understand everything that I'll be telling you about here, and you will not seek or read anymore, but I don't really suggest that. Anyway, parang wala pa namang nanonood. Mas maganda. Because I'll be ending this the soonest, because I don't like to be in controversial with anything. So first, walang nanonood. Hindi ko alam kung paano kung sisimulan, but I think it is very important for us to know first our form of government. We will start our topic regarding what is the form of our government. The form of government of the Philippines is democracy. In that manner, in our 1987 Constitution, we have the so-called we have the bicameral system, which is the Congress, the upper house, and the lower house. So parang yun lang yung very gist scenario. Now, because of that, of course, in every state, there's an inherent power of the state. The inherent power of the state. Parang wala naman yata. Viewers pa ako. So the inherent power of the state is, syempre, isa doon yung tinatawag na Huwag na nga tayong masyadong maging complicated. Ayoko nang mag-discuss further. So let's go forward na lang to the amnesty issue. So we actually heard that our president declared a proclamation regarding the amnesty revocation, shall we say, on the Trillanes amnesty granted by the previous president. Teka, okay, ano ba ito? But if you will think about it, it is not an actual revocation. It is not a revocation. Sandali lang at kukunin ko yung eksaktong proclamation because I saw it last night and I have not finished the entire proclamation. Before I forget, I have to remind everybody that I am not the authority, but this is just a JBear's opinion regarding... Hi, Heidi! Oo nga, Heids. Nako, I have a topic regarding the controversial amnesty. Okay, this is not actually, shall we say, an honest to goodness na kailangan sundin, but I was forced to discuss this matter because nakakahiya naman kung wala naman lang akong idea regarding the matter. Now, kasi ganito ang nangyari, di ba? All of a sudden, we were so much surprised that there was this issue on amnesty. Yeah, there's this issue of amnesty, and this amnesty thing is saying na amnesty regarding dun ka issue ng kay Trillanes, di ba? Oh, thank you so much, Psychic Anonymous. Psychic Anonymous, we are discussing about the amnesty because our government here in the Philippines, especially the president, proclaimed a revocation, proclaimed announced that there's this, shall we say, void or nullification of the amnesty provided to one of the senator. Paano ba natin yan i-discuss? Okay, dahan-dahan po. Kapag hindi ko po masyadong mababasa, if I don't know if you're comfortable for me speaking in English or in Tagalog, but we'll see if I can speak in Tagalog as well. So ganito lang siya. Ano ba yung proclamation from the very beginning? Is it a law? Is it a jurisprudence? It is what? What do you call that? Pag sinabi bang proclamation of the president, do you consider that a law? 'Di ba? Parang batas na ba ito? And when you say a batas, when you say it's a law, we really have to follow, right? So ganon at ganon. So we will go back to our basic. Our basic is that as a state or as a democracy, we have the balance of power na tinatawag. We have the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. These three branches of government have their own separate and distinct power. They are co-equal in their own rights. Okay? So, legislative department of government are those people na mga naririnig ninyo, congresses, senators, congressmen. They are the ones responsible for making the law. When you say making, they are the ones who frame, who drafted a particular law in a particular country like the Philippines. What is the role of the executive then? The executive, I'm sorry that I do this live because I don't like to edit much. I am in a hurry. So spare me from not fully discussing it. You may ask questions if it's not clear. So executive naman, what is executive? Executive branch of government is the one who is responsible of implementing the laws that has been made by the legislature. Wait, I'll just close the window. All right. So now we have discussed the two branches of government. One is the legislative department of government, and the second is the executive branch of government. The third branch of government that we have is, thank you so much, Bahama philosophy. Thank you. I just wish that I can do justice for discussing this. But this is so brief, okay? The third branch of government that we have to discuss now is the judiciary. What is the role of a judiciary? The judiciary is responsible for interpreting a particular law. Okay, dahan-dahan, slowly again. In the democratic state country like ours, we have three branches of government. The three branches of government have their own equal power. This is the check and balances to be able for the government to see to it that everyone is doing it correctly. So they check each other. They check and balance each other. So one executive department cannot overturn the power of the other. So to be able to prevent the control, okay, so it spreads. So the three branches of governments are executive department, the legislative department, and the judiciary. These three branches of government have their own duties. The duty of the executive department is to implement a particular law. Implement, okay. When you say implement, there is already a law in place, and they are the ones to do and impose it, okay? And then the legislative department of government composed of the upper house and the lower house, which is the Senator, the Congress, and the House representative, through the representative through the people. So they are the ones drafting a particular law to make it law, all right? So who's the one drafting or making a law? It is the legislative department. In case of conflict, in the event there's a conflict, the judiciary, composed of the justices of the Supreme Court, the lawyers, judges, bench and bars, they are the ones who has the authority to interpret the law. Malinaw na sa atin yan, ha? Hi, Mami Riz. Mami Riz, very brief lang talaga. Sana ma-brief nga ito. Well, so ayan. So nakita na natin yung difference ng tatlong department. Okay? So, what is the importance of the free department I am discussing to you right now regarding the topic that I have posted in my thumbnail. It is an amnesty. Okay. So, because of that, tatlo nga sila eh, di ba? So, ano ba yung proclamation na sinasabi? There was a proclamation made and signed by the president stating that a particular senator, they said that they have, in a proclamation, a revocation of the amnesty given. But before we go through that, we have to understand what is an amnesty first. Kasi lagi natin naririnig, amnesty, amnesty, pardon. What are those? We don't know. So what is an amnesty? An amnesty is a power of the president. President, remember, is the executive branch, the head of the executive department. Naaalala nyo ha, diniscuss ko tatlo. We have the executive, legislative, and the judiciary. Who is the head of the executive? It is the president. All right? And the head of the legislative, syempre, the speaker of the house. And who is the head of the judiciary? It's the justice, chief justice of the Supreme Court. They have all equal power. Okay? Yan ha. Parang kailangan i-remind natin from time to time. Walang sapawan. Okay? So, mayroong proclamation na in-insist o ginawa si President Duterte. Okay? Ano ba ang proclamation? Is it a law? Okay? Di ba? Is it a law? Okay? Yan yung tanong eh. Do we need to follow that? So, those are hanging questions. So, to those people that do not know what the law is, sabi ko nga earlier, who made the law? It's the legislature. A proclamation is a subordinate law because the president has the power to implement, okay, the law that has been passed by the Congress. So it is also the power of the president to issue a proclamation. But that proclamation is not a law. It is an implementing rule. It's a rule. Okay. Hindi ibig sabihin hindi susundin. It is a subordinate. Subordinate. For example, I'll give you an example. Ordinances. City of Manila, ordinances. Okay. For example, again, I'll give you a particular law. There's this law that states this, and there's this implementing rules and regulation. So implementing rules and regulation to implement the law in place. So they are not the law, but they are the superior, subordinate of the law. Right. Now, can the subordinate higher than the law? Of course not. Because how can a subordinate be higher than the law? Diba? So, ibig bang sabihin nito, mali yung proclamation na dineclare? Hindi naman mali. Bakit sinasabi kong hindi siya dapat nagiging ahead? Because if a particular subordinate law violates a particular law, then it is becoming unconstitutional. What is constitutional and what is not constitutional? Constitutional is the fundamental law of the land. So all laws should be based on the Constitution. Obviously, everybody knows that. So pag ikaw kumawala dito, kumbaga sa ano ito yung buto eh. Okay? Lalagyan mo lang laman, until you reach the skin. Pag kumalas yung buto, the fundamental, wala na. So everything should be in accordance with the Constitution, in accordance with the law. In the event that the subordinate law seems to be in conflict with the so-called law, paano gagawin? Then comes the judiciary. The judiciary is the only body and the department that can interpret the law. So therefore, klaro na sa inyo yan ha. So klaro na. So dahil din sa mga issues na to, according to the other side, amnesty issued or proclamation issued by the president is very unconstitutional, etc., etc. And the other camp naman, the executive department says that it is meritorious and it is within the bounds of law. There's this conflict between the two. So who will decide the conflict? It's the Supreme Court. Okay? So they are now on the verge of waiting for the decision of the Supreme Court. Now, nililinaw ko lang po sa inyo that this is just my opinion so that everybody, when they see newspaper, ang laging pumapasok sa isip ng mga Pilipino, nakakasawa na ang issue ng politika. Nakakasawa na magbasa ng dyaryo. 'Di ba? Parang we don't like to see news anymore. We would rather watch teleserye, go on live stream, wait for the giveaways, laugh, and nothing at all. We don't like to be part of a mediocre society. That's why we really need to know. Because it's so boring, but because we don't know what is real and what are not. So we go to the basic. Ang daming lumalabas sa Facebook, this and that. You don't know which is correct, which is not. You go to the basic. What is the basic? The Constitution. What does the Constitution say? Because the Supreme Court will always depend on what the Constitution say. So, okay, para hindi tayo mamali, I have my Constitution with me. This is my Bible. This is the Constitution. Regarding the power of the president. Thus, the president exceeded his power by issuing the proclamation against the amnesty issued for Trillanes. Okay, ganito lang siya. Ano ba yung amnesty? Hindi na naman natin alam. Let's go back. What is amnesty? Amnesty, okay, I will read. Amnesty actually, it is an act of grace. Pag sinabi siyang act of grace, ano ba yung grace? Eh di grasya, di ba? Pagpapatawad. We opt to forgive. Hello? I'm sorry that I cannot read all those. Wait, we'll read in a while. Lean Personal Channel, I hope you will not feel bored about my topic because I really just would like to discuss this a little bit para naman hindi masyadong. Kakapasok ko lang, nagsawa ka na agad. Justify! Hindi naman. Namimiss na kita justify. Hindi na ako nag-edit, so I discuss na lang this matter. And I hope people will stay. Kasi masyado lang mabagal yung pacing. Kasi I really want everybody to follow. Kasi medyo tedious siya eh. Honestly, aminin na natin, nakakaasar manood ng news. Nakakaasar magbasa ng dyaryo. Nakakabwiset, magtingin ng FB, di ba? It's so, what's happening? So are we gonna just, ano ba yan? Hindi pa nga tapos tong issue na to, meron na naman, what's happening? But the thing is, the dollar is coming up, this economy, and sort of, parang, ano kayo? Di ba? So, but we really have to know this because we are part of the system and we are Filipinos. At least, meron naman tayong idea kung ano talaga ang issue, okay? Ano ang amnesty? Amnesty is an act of grace. According to the Constitution, of course, I will always relate to the Constitution that before the president can grant a particular amnesty. Ang amnesty kasi is a political in nature. Para halimbawa, ako, issue ako, parang wala ako dyan dahil no political basis. Hindi ako in favor of something else because an issue of politics. Pinadakip ako, that's political issue. The coup d'etat that was made before by Trillanes sa Okud, mutiny, di ba? Because he is not in favor of the president then, President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, I think. So, nag-stage sila ng parang they are acting in a rebellious act. So, they staged a coup d'etat. Diba? They went to Oku, that's in Makati. So, they were charged coup d'etat. So, meron silang case of rebellion. So, it was filed before the Makati Regional Trial Court, regular court. So, yun. Okay, nakikita niyo yung scenario So, dahil may ganong issue, nasa korte siya, regular court. So, kailangan ng pagdinig, kailangan ng hearing. Okay? So to determine their guilt, if they are guilty, what is the reason behind their pag-aaklas. So it's in the regular court. All right? Sana everybody can follow, okay? So now, during that time, nakakulong siya. Bakit siya nakakulong? Because the coup d'etat, yung crime na he committed at that time is punishable by reclusion perpetua. Reclusion perpetua meaning um, not bailable. It is a non-bailable offense. So nakakulong siya. While the issue is being heard through the regular court, siya ay nakakulong. So, malinaw naman lahat yan sa atin, di ba? Klaro yon. So, while he is there, he ran for senator. Bakit siya pinayagan tumakbo? Eh, nakakulong siya. The Constitution did not prohibit na kailangan nakakulong ka. Wala namang nakalagay dun sa Constitution na you're not allowed to run for a senatorship if you are in jail. Ang lang bawal lang, you are not accused or you are not being convicted for committing a crime of moral turpitude. Merong crime na nakasampa but there was no conviction yet because dinidinig pa lang. Okay, dinidinig pa lang. So, nanalo siya sa Congress as a senator. Diba? Ngayon, he prayed in court that he be allowed to attend the Senate hearing because he won. Was he allowed? He was not allowed because the hearing continues. And his crime is being tried. So, okay, settled rule, okay? Now comes the president. A president at that time, nag-declare ng amnesty. What is this amnesty? An act of forgiveness, an act of grace from the state. Because this is a political issue, a coup d'etat against the authority, pinatawad ng sumunod na presidente. Kaya siya nag-issue ng amnesty. Kasi ang president has the power to issue, to grant amnesty. But, remember, an amnesty can only be given kapag mayroong mga requirements. What are the requirements? Kinakailangan you have to admit the guilt. Example, rebellion, rebelde. Inaamin ko na ako ay nag-aklas, ako ay rebelde, at ako ngayon ay sumusuko na humihingi ng kapatawaran sa buong bansa ng Pilipinas sa aking nagawa. That is how. Hi, good morning, Dolrich. I'm sorry, this is just a very immediate topic regarding an amnesty. I hope you can follow. Pero ano lang to, this is just my opinion. So, because of that, nag-signify ka ng pagsusorry. Pag nag-signify ka ng pagsusorry, you are now eligible to be granted an amnesty. Okay? So, ngayon, ito ngayon ang issue. All of a sudden, we saw in the newspaper and everything talaga, live stream and all sorts na ni-revoke ang amnesty. Base sa proclamation, ito na. Ito, I haven't read the entirety. The proclamation number 57272 signed by the President, the Executive Secretary, Salvador C. Medialdea. According to this, I will just read an excerpt, no? Kasi this is quite long. Anyway. So, ang sabi dito, if I remember where it was placed, ayan. Yan. Whereas, the former Lieutenant Sergeant Antonio Trillanes IV never expressed his guilt for the crime that were committed on the occasion of Oakwood Mutiny and Peninsula Manila Hotel siege, stating that they were not admitting guilt. Take note, they were not admitting guilt to the mutiny and coup d'etat charges lodged against them, both in the civil and the military courts. And I would like to qualify that we did not admit to the charge of coup d'etat or anything. Tagalog, susunod. Na i-file sa amin kasi we believe na hindi iyon ang nararapat na i-charge sa amin. This was quoted in the proclamation issue. That's why they said, because of that, there's an absence of requirements, there is an absence of admission of guilt, kaya an amnesty can never occur. So malinaw, ulitin natin ha, kasi baka hindi malinaw. Again, the power of the president, one of the power of the president and executive department has the power to grant an amnesty. I love listening to say a hot topic ito. Yeah, it is really a hot topic, but I really was forced to discuss this, though I know for a fact that I am not really authorized to discuss this matter, and anything that I say here is just purely an opinion. Because I was studying law, so I should at least have my piece and bits of opinion. But this will not stand as a bearing or anything. I just would like people na this is what my side and this is my opinion. You can check, you have to read. I encourage you to read. So you know where to start. Kasi ang gulo, di ba? Ang gulo. Ano ba to? Ano ba talaga to? So I started my premise from the beginning. What is the form of government of the Philippines? We are a democracy. And in a democratic country, we have three departments of government. We have the legislative department. We have the executive department. We have the judiciary. They have equal power, meaning walang magsasapawan sa kanila. They three has their own duty. The duty of the legislative department is to enact a particular law or to make a law, to draft a law. And when the law is already in place, it is the duty of the executive department through the president to implement the law. Those are what you call the proclamations, sort of, and those delegated powers, so they are not laws. They are called as the subordinate to the law. So remember, kasi parang magulo ang mundo, di ba? Pag ordinansa, batas. Nag-violation ng littering, batas. Di ba? Naguguluhan tayo. Biglang may implementing rules and regulation. Ano to? Batas. We are all confused, di ba? Naguguluhan tayong lahat. Ano ba ang law? Ano ba ito? Ang dami naman. Di ba? So those are what you call subordinate laws. The laws are what the Congress has make. Remember, kasi democratic di ba? Through the representatives, through the people. So the people's voice should be the law. Di ba? Oh, yun. I'm discussing. Yeah, what?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yung keys lang.
My key?
Or which checks?
My key. Where is it? Check it out. I think it's there. Is it there? Oh my God. I think it's in the pocket.
Here?
Or on the side. Just excuse me, guys.
Okay. Thank you.
Kindly close. I'm discussing an amnesty here.
Sure.
Critical topic. All right. Okay. Now, guys, again. So I've been repeating from time to time the three departments of the government basic. And because we're a democratic country, we need to have a balance. Kaya nga nagkaroon ng ganitong 1987 Constitution because we do not belong already to the previous government, which is a presidential form of government under the previous Marcos rule. But before, yung sinasabing presidential decree, remember, baka nako-confuse na naman kayo, ang presidential decree na inisyu ni Marcos at saka ang executive order na inisyu ni President Aquino, or Corazon Aquino, they are because at the legislative, yan natin ulit Remember, we have a legislative department of government, but during the time of President Marcos, he has an exclusive power to make a law, and that's presidential decree. Kaya batas yun. Okay? Baka sabihin nyo, ay, ang presidential decree naman doon, hindi naman batas yung subordinate. Sabi JBear, no. Because at the time, meron siyang power. As a president, in the Constitution of 1973, he has the power as a legislative also. He has a legislative power. Okay? During the time of President Marcos, there was a suspension of the Constitution of 1973. That's why Corazon Aquino through executive order, that executive order becomes a law. So that is the distinction. Now that we have already in the 1987 Constitution, we have in place 3 departments of government, so they cannot be make sapaw to each other. So they have all their duties. So one cannot be against what the Constitution is. Now, we will be discussing about the powers of the president. One of the power of the president is to grant an amnesty. Meron pang iba, pardon, retrieve, commutation, but I shouldn't be discussing that here. So we will be concentrating on one of the power of the president, which is to grant an amnesty. Is it okay for the president, like President Duterte, to revoke a particular amnesty issued by the previous president? Ayan na naman tayo sa mga issues na yan. Ha? You take note of the question. Is it okay for the president, current president, to revoke a particular amnesty granted by the previous administration or the previous president based on the 1987 Constitution? The Constitution, the 1987 Constitution is very silent on this matter. There was no specific rule stating that there is a need for the current president to revoke a particular amnesty granted by the previous president. However, take note, baka nalilito na naman kayo dyan. Nalilito. Okay. I bet marami na namang magko-comment. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dolrich. Okay, ganito. Dolrich is taking down notes. Dolrich, I may not be the authority. You better also seek readings. So, haha, I'm just here listening. Thank you. Thank you. Nalilito din ako dyan sa topic. Yeah, nakakalito po siya talaga. Kasi nakaka-bore siya. Ano ba yan? Gulo-gulo nila, di ba? So parang sisimplehan natin. Ang amnesty kasi ay isa sa power ng isang presidente. Again, uulitin ko. Isa siya sa power. Ano ba siya? Ang isang amnesty ay ginagrant sa mga preso o sa mga tao na nagkaroon ng commission of crime against a political, this is a political issue. For example, a rebellion against the current government, papatawarin. Siya yung binibigay amnesty. So may mga requirements before one can avail of the amnesty. I thank you, Kuya Sid. Thank you. Thank you, you're there. Wala si Derek. Yan na naman si Derek. Nawawala na naman. Very unsupportive. Ayan. So, anyway, yung amnesty na tinatawag, bago siya ma-approve, bago siya what do you call this? Bago siya i-grant under the law, under the Constitution, mayroong requirements. Ang requirements niya, kinakailangan you have to admit the guilt. Parang, sige, patatawarin kita. Pero kailangan mong i-admit ang guilt mo. Okay? According to the proclamation made by President Duterte, Trillanes did not specifically admit the guilt that he committed a crime of coup d'etat at the time. That is what the contention of the president in the proclamation order, the subordinate law, was given. Ang sabi naman ng kabilang kampo, which is ni Trillanes, ano bang wala? Ang daming media, di ba? Sinabi nga, meron pa ngang nag-honor, na meron nang nag-raise ng hand, na nag-swear. So, ano bang effect? Okay, sabi niya meron. Sabi ni Trillanes, nag-admit siya. Sabi ni President sa proclamation, hindi. Okay? Ano ba ang epekto muna? Okay? Ano ba ang epekto? Bakit pinapadakip? Bakit ganun? Okay? So, itong issue na ito, remember there's no revocation to talk about here. Ito pa yung magulo The media, the newspaper, they are talking about, hello, how are you? Thanks a lot. I'm on live. They are talking about revocation. What is a revocation? A revocation is pagkuha, pagsuli, o pagbalik, o pagbawi. Diba? Revocation. But is there a revocation that took place in here? There was none. If you will really think about it and you will analyze, The proclamation is stated that, binasa ko pa sa inyo, nakalagay doon, there was a no admission of guilt by the Trillanes in particular. So if that's the case, ibig sabihin, the amnesty given is not valid. Do you get my point? Can somebody get my point? Again. I am not siding on anyone here, but I am just putting my opinion based on what the Constitution and what is the basis of the law. Okay. An amnesty, remember, there's a requirement that before you can be granted an amnesty, you have to admit your guilt. And according to the proclamation, there was no admission of guilt. According to Trillanes, there was an admission of guilt. Kaya ngayon, sinasabi ng proclamation, walang amnesty because the requirements is absent. When the requirement is absent and there was no amnesty, what is the effect? Okay, what is the effect? So, ang effect, of course, kasi ang effect ng amnesty pag nag-grant, extinguish ang liability, ang criminal liability. Ayan, dahan-dahan talaga tayo dahan-dahan. Pag may amnesty na ginrant sa isang political detainee, burado, kaya nga act of grace wala ka ng krimen, as if you have not done anything. Remember, during the time, there was a case filed against Trillanes before the Makati Regional Trial Court. And during the pendency of that case, it was not decided yet whether or not they are guilty. So pending that particular case filed against Trillanes, an amnesty has been granted. Kaya siya nakalabas. Okay? So they base their premise on the amnesty is granted. Wala nang fault, wala nang crime. Okay? Thank you very much for those who people can get it. Mabagal talaga para maintindihan. Okay? Dahil wala nang krimen, dahil wala na, amnesty nga diba? Extinguish, yun ang effect. Wala nang crime, free citizen ka na. So if ever you have committed a crime and you are a senator, according to them, according to the side of Trillanes this time, I am a free citizen. I don't have any crime anymore. Because of the amnesty, I cannot be arrested. Why? Because I am immune from suit. What do you mean by immune from suit? While the Congress is in session, you are not liable to arrest the senators because that is their privilege. That is their immunity from suit. That is what you call the royal prerogative. Okay, dahan-dahan uli. Okay. Ang tinatawag na immunity from suit is that a person or head of the state or a leader of the land cannot be sued. Okay? Bakit sila hindi pwedeng isu? Ang daya naman nila, diba? Ang daya. It is a royal prerogative. Kaya tinatawag na royal prerogative. During the time of the kingship, hindi pwedeng kasuhan. Okay? Kasi it is very unbecoming for the person who does the law, kasi they are the senators, diba? They're the leader of the land, na isusumo ang taong gumagawa ng batas. That is so unbecoming. Kaya nga royal prerogative. So while they are in sick, diba? Kaya immune from suit. So according to the side of Trillanes, I am a senator, I am a citizen, I am no longer a military because I have already retired from a military duty. So therefore, I have the right to impose immunity from suit while the Congress is in session. You see the point. Both sides are really having this nice thing to say. But again, because we are a democratic country and we have a free different departments, that is a check and balances, who will decide the matter in case of conflict, still the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court will definitely have to interpret whether or not the proclamation issued by the President Duterte is what we call legitimate and did not violate the fundamental basic law of the land, which is the Constitution. So yun yung issue. Hopefully people understand the issue here. Kasi parang ang gulo, di ba? Parang, what is this? What do you mean by this? Di ba? Parang, well, people say that amnesty can only be granted to a class of people. It's not good for individual. That is the one of the cases jurisprudence. Kasi pag sinabi pong jurisprudence, it is the decision made by the Supreme Court in previous cases. So this is very, very new. Kasi napakabago po niya. And ito, sobrang certain that there was no revocation that took place here. Because what the executive department is telling us about that there was no revocation, but we are pointing out that an executive department is declaring a correction because an amnesty should not be really granted to Trillanes because he has not complied with the requirement of admission of guilt. So this is a matter of evidentiary. If you will really analyze it, one against the other, the evidence that Trillanes can show us that he really admitted the crime, that he is really guilty of the kudeta, then he can be granted the amnesty. We can also show naman on the other side that you are wrong because there was this admission. So we'll see. This is a very nice topic talaga. Kasi I honestly, I don't really like to talk about this thing kasi this is a very hot issue. And besides, I am not really authority to discuss this matter. But parang naiinsulto lang kasi ako. One of a professor in our school says that if somebody asks you a topic, you should at least know how to say things. Kasi napakapangit naman na you're studying law and you say you don't know. Kasi it's not proper to say no. Eh. Parang simpleng-simple lang na you should really have a side. You should stand to what you mean, di ba? Ba't ka pa nandyan kung you don't know? You don't care. If you, law student, never care, how much more these people who doesn't even know the law? The distinction between the proclamation is not clear. What is proclamation? What is law? What is constitution? What is proclamation? What is executive branch of government? Who is the president? Does president has the power overall? Does the Congress has power overall? Is the immunity from suit really should be imposed by Senator Trillanes? What is this all about? So we are all lost. So what we do normally is to shut up and just play nothing. But we should know this because this is very, very important. This may not earn us a lot of money, but this is very important because we are all Filipinos. Doris naman, seryoso ba? Seryoso ba? Okay, I will read na your messages. Maraming, remember, I am not for Duterte, I am not for whoever, but this is just what I have learned. Based on what I have learned, what an amnesty is, remember, simple lang, ang amnesty is an act of forgiveness, papatawarin yung sino mang nagkasala ng laban sa pamahalaan base sa political na kanyang paniniwala. Okay? So, ang kanyang paniniwala sa kanyang political belief o motibo ay pinatatawad. At bago ito patawarin, kinakailangan ng requirements na pag-admit, say sorry, what do you call that? Admission of guilt is pagtanggap na ako ay nagkasala sa pamahalaan at sa kapwa Pilipino, and then you will be granted an amnesty. Yun ang absent according to the executive sa proclamation. But according to Trillanes, hindi, meron. So, napakahalaga. Bakit napakahalaga? Because, remember, you have heard this news they are getting a warrant of arrest from the Regional Trial Court of Makati. Okay, they're getting a warrant of arrest in Regional Trial Court of Makati. Why? Because pagka ang amnesty ay hindi null and void, sinabi hindi revocation Ang revocation pagbawi babawiin. Ang sinasabi dito is null and void, meaning walang bisa. Ang amnesty ay walang bisa. Kapag walang bisa ang amnesty, ano ang epekto? Di may kaso. 'Di ba? Kasi kailan nawawala ang kaso? Kapag may amnesty. Kasi yun ang epekto niya Ang amnesty, ang epekto niya, extinguish this criminal liability of the person as if wala siyang kaso. Kapag sinabing void ab initio, walang bisa ang amnesty na iginrant kay Trillanes, what is the effect? Di meron siyang criminal case pending before the Regional Trial Court of Makati. And they can, before, remember, yung kanyang crime na nakabinbin ay reclusion perpetua, non-bailable offense. So, kailangan siyang dakipin para ibalik sa kanyang status quo. Nakikita nyo yung scenario? Ganun siya katindi. Kaya now, because hindi klaro, so they're asking a warrant of arrest of this person. Kaya nag-a-apply sila ng warrant of arrest. Another issue. I'll be injecting another issue here. For God's sake, this is another baloney issue. I am very sorry, but this really made me laugh. I have heard that Robin Padilla is asking for an authority to arrest Senator Trillanes, a citizen arrest. Nakakatawa. I'm sorry, I am not your fan, Robin Padilla. Yeah, you're guapo, you're so appealing. I love you for that, but I don't think I love your brain in that manner. I'm sorry for being very blunt. You cannot apply citizen arrest in here because ang citizen arrest na tinatawag ay kahit sino pwedeng umaresto ng isang tao na gumagawa ng krimen. Ito po ay napupunta sa tinatawag na warrantless arrest. That is also embedded in our Constitution sa Bill of Rights. Lagi tayo nagbe-base sa ating fundamental law of the land. So, kailan nagkakaroon ng warrantless arrest? Okay, ito very simple, no? If my memory serves me right, ang warrantless arrest can only be applied in flagrante delicto. Ay, Latin! Nakakaloka, di ba? In flagrante delicto, meaning you are in the act of committing a crime. For example, nakikita mong sinasaksak siya o nakita mong nire-rape siya, you can immediately arrest the person. Or you just have had committed a crime. There's the circumstances that this person, for example, very, very common example na lagi kong sinasabi, may snatcher, tumatakbo, nakita mo, may dalang bag, sumisigaw, magnanakaw, etc., etc. That's the thing. Pwede mo siyang citizen arrest, warrantless arrest. He's just committed a crime. Or sa person na nag-evade ng imprisonment. So, walang evasion, walang act of doing a crime, walang just committed a crime. So why Robin Padilla is imposing a citizen arrest? Sometimes, before you say anything sana, you have to study. It is not because you're guapo, you'll say anything. Diba? Iba naman yung pag-aartista, iba naman yung role mo. Yun yung laking problema, no? So, nakukonfuse ang mga tao. You play a heroic person. I don't know. You sound like you're the hero and you want to arrest somebody who committed a crime, something like that. For God's sake, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're saying here, or you just drop by. And thank you very much for coming. About, yeah, I've answered it already. Heidi Lisa are still there. All right, psychic. Okay. Go ahead, sis. I'm listening. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I'll visit your home. Yeah, you just hello, wave or hello to each other. Thank you. Bahama Gene Philosophy. I love it. Thank you so much, Bahama. Are you a Filipino or you're from somewhere? I am sorry that we are discussing about the Philippine law here. And if nobody can relate, at least just a little bit of learning from what is going on. Mami Riz, at iba pa, usapang politics ako nga, Mami Riz, sorry na, kasi medyo na-insulto lang na wala akong masabi. Parang dapat meron. Who else? Um, hey, Bahama G, man. Lean, all right. I like to wave, but I'm listening to here, so go lang, sige po, go lang po. I think the new term wave yata spam na. I don't know. I have no idea. Basta you can say hello to each other. You can visit each and everyone's channel. March like, hello to all here. Justify speak, kakapasok lang. Talaga, I love you, Justify. Hello, everybody. Everyone new to this live. You're new to this live. Yeah, I've seen your no. I visited your channel. Visited your channel. Busy via Jo. Bahama, I haven't been to your channel. I think I'm gonna go to your channel probably later tonight. East meets West. I love your title. East meets West. Wow, this is cool. Um, Hello, entering a serious topic. Yeah, it is quite serious. Sometimes it's not really nice to be serious at all, but I think I need to discuss this matter because it's really so magulo. Yan. So chaotic here. We don't really know what to believe in, and we don't really know what it is. It is actually. Amnesty, pag pinapili ka kung anong brand ng iced tea gusto mo, I love you, Justify. Pag pinapili ka kung anong brand ang gusto mo, sasabihin mo, Nesty. Alright, got it. Nice. Got it. Talagang okay ka. Just playing here both your live and all other videos bago ako umalis. Thank you so much. I can't play it anymore. You know, it's happening to me, but I'll try my best, Justify. Huwag ka nang magtatampo, ha? East meets West. Ay, hello, Justify. Keep on eating, yeah. Listening to Amnesty for a change, yeah, nakakahiya man. Again and again, I have no authority. This is just my opinion. If ever it does not really conform to what you believe in, it's okay. But I will always base my opinion on the Constitution that I have read and what I learned so far. But it doesn't mean to say that it has a bearing. We have a Supreme Court to decide on the matter, so we will have to wait from what the Supreme Court will interpret about it. If I talk in English much, because it's easier for me to explain in English, mas maiksi kasi siya. Hindi naman ibig sabihin though I've always been scolded that my Tagalog is not that good, but I will really try my best. Even my English is not good as well. So parang ganun lang siya. Both. Ah, hello, Salina Prince. Hello, kumusta? Na-miss na kita. You are from Taguig and I miss the place. Malia and Nathan, good morning. Hi, Bear, and good morning, everybody. Nakinig kaya kayo? Naintindihan nyo kaya? You felt bored? Good morning, ate. Dolvich, good morning pala sa'yo ng 5 o'clock. I've been here for about an hour, I think. Or less than an hour. About an hour. I love listening sa your topics, so don't mind. Nako, ano to, Mommy Liz, at parang maintindihan ko yung mga nangyari. So, yeah, napaka-ano, di ba? Parang kakashock. Talagang, I don't like to deal with the political issues kasi this one person is so, parang, nagkataon naman. No? I always base my opinion on laws. I tell my students that I don't like to hear them saying that every issue has an issue about influence of a politicians and influence of this and that. That could be the side of the story, but I will always base my opinion on the law. Whatever it is, and I will always dismiss the idea. If they give me an answer about kasi influential siya kay ganon, kasi malapit siya kay ganon, I don't really accept that. There should always be a basis of everything. I am here. What else? Is me non-admission of guilt. What do you mean? Admission versus non-admission of guilt, power to grant amnesty. Yes, it is Miss West. It is one of the requirements before one can be granted an amnesty. There should be an admission of guilt. All right, so that's one of the requirements. Like in pardon, it's kind of different. So I did not discuss pardon anymore because that's not naman the topic. Okay, thank you for noticing me, Malia. I'm sorry that I'm not saying anything. I'm not reading any comment of yours. Besides, I kept on talking and talking lang. Chen, how are you? How's your cat? I have my Siamese cat here. He's so crazy. But yours is really very nice. It has guys, Chen Kuting has a very cute cat. I think it's a Persian cat. It's a pure white and it has these two different color of an eye. Sobrang rare and that is so magical for me. Very rare siya. Ang smart na hindi naman, kailangan lang talagang i-topic. Kasi, I'm telling you this, it can also help me. You're helping me because I really have to read. I will be forced to read if I tell you things, if I discuss matters here. I force myself to read. Hindi nyo lang alam, so sobrang tamad ko at sobrang, I'm not this intelligent person. But because of you, I will be encouraged to read. Kaya, I'm here to read for you. Who else? Mom, respecting your opinion recitation. Are you a law student? East meets West. I think you are because you're talking about recitation. I do suffer a lot from the recitation East meets West. Would you mind tell me? Tell me. I think I suspected that you are a law student. You are indeed a law student. Huh, you know where we are coming from. A recitation, for God's sake, that's hell. Ang seryoso ng topic mo. Yeah, but I really want to laugh now because I'm done with it. So I'm reading all the messages now. Salina Seals, Doris Han, nakikinig lang ako. Attorney, yeah, it is ATTY without period. Yeah, I will admit that. If you put a period, I will really definitely not. Interesting ang topic. Kasi nga, di ba, ang daming issues. So, I really, pinalapas ko na nga yung iba, like the co-warrantor, sort of. So we'll wait for the Supreme Court's decision. It's really very hard for the Supreme Court now to decide on the matter, and also for the judges of the Regional Trial Court in Makati whether or not they're gonna issue a warrant of arrest to Trillanes. It is really a matter for us to wait. We'll see. We'll see. I don't like to say that there's an influence going on here because I don't really like to be a prejudice, but the thing is, really, this excites me so much. So proud ngayon. Ano ba yan? Nakakaloka kayo. Hindi. I just really need to discuss this matter. It is really a great insult on me if I have no idea at all. Syempre, iba-iba naman tayo ng knowledge. If I'm a civil engineering, probably I'll be discussing about fundamental or foundation of a house, foundation of a building, or streets or something. But this is what my course is, so I need to know this, of course. If I'm a makeup artist, of course, I should know a lot about makeups as well. If I'm a graphic artist, so I should really know how to draw. That's the basic thing. So parang ganun lang siya. So everybody has their own knowledge to share. Kala nyo lang impressive, but in our community, I am a no-brainer at all. I'm just an ordinary student who struggle for recitations, who struggle for having a good grades, struggle for and suffering a lot from different kinds of failure in examination. I'm just a normal student and I'm a normal person. So this is what I can only share, and probably you can also share what you have in your thoughts, in your knowledge. Parang ganun lang siya. I'm taking notes. Yeah, you're taking notes. Hopefully you will not discuss it with your girlfriend. Your girlfriend is taking up, I think, a political law right now, second year. Constitutional law. She's taking up constitutional law right now because she's second year. So she's very much well versed of the powers of the president. You can ask her about that. Si Sean, i-add na kita. Yeah, i-add na siya. Sige, Jen, add na raw ikaw. Hi, Delisa, I'm just listening. Thank you for listening. Hopefully, I have imparted a little of knowledge. Hindi naman knowledge, parang push ko lang kayo kung saan niyo dapat simulan. Nakakalito din dyan sa topic talaga po. Nakakalito talaga. Ako instantly, honestly, when I read, and I was actually forced by a friend to, kasi I was, where am I at the time? I was sent a link, and then I think it's Derek who sent me the link, and then I turned on the link, and it was a live about the the proclamation. So I was quite intrigued, and siyempre, parang, what's happening? Parang, oh, what's amnesty? Parang, I need to recall things up. Ako na nag-aral ng batas, I need to recall, I need to read. And the more that you also should know. Parang ganun. So, kakalito siya. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Kuya Sid. Annalyn Vickery, hello. Who else? Ali Kus Hi, Ali, I love you. I thought inabandon mo na ako. Yeah, Dole Reach talaga. I think I'll gonna set a meeting. Madaling araw ka lang naman pwede. Fast talk. Excited ako for you. Miko Ong, hello po. Hello, si JBear. Naku, talaga nagpo po. I am just 25. I'll take it from that. I'll take it from there. 25. Yan. Sige, para walang issue. 25. Set it. Seed. Ano to? Ilocano caregiver. Hi. Ilocano caregiver, are we friends? If we're not, just send me naman a message. I really wanted to be in touch with the Ilocanos because my mom is an Ilocana. From what province are you? My mom is in Badoc, Ilocos Norte. Are you Sur or Norte or whatever? Just give me a message. Ali Moore, I'm listening, sis. Miko Ong, thank you so much. Are we friends? I cannot remember. If not, please send me a message so I can visit your house as well. Hello, Kuya Sita, hello, Doris. Mami, reason ng oras dyan. Good thing you're here. Ano to? Delhi Forever, Glam. Hi, JBear. Thank you so much for dropping by. Zalian. BC Viaggio. You know, I visited your channel yesterday, but I had a hard time getting over my so slow internet. So I had only watched one of your video. Make sure talaga I did watch it before I smash the button. So we're friends now. I'm pretty sure it's so very late lunch. Probably I will not take my dinner anymore. Who else? Miko, hello. Getting it. Ay, Doris, thank you so much, ha. Malinaw ba? Sobrang bagal ko. I really need to delineate things because minsan may ibang dumadating, so I have to repeat all over again. So, parang na-stuck up. But the only key naman here is what is an amnesty. Amnesty is an act of grace granted by the president who has the authority or who has the power to grant it to anybody who has committed a crime against the politics. I mean, it's a political crime. It's not actually a crime per se. It's not a conviction by violating a particular statute, but it is a political crime convicted because of a political crime. So there should be a conviction? No, not necessarily, because in this particular case, Trillanes has not been convicted yet. There's a pending case before the Regional Trial Court of Makati. So wala pang conviction. So wala naman sinabi ang batas na there's a need for a conviction. Unlike in pardon, there's a need of a conviction. If and when there's a pending appeal, ito nakikita niyo yung difference talaga. Since I have not discussed pardon here, okay, I'll touch on it. Amnesty, there's no need for a conviction before you will be granted an amnesty, like what happened in Trillanes. The only requirements needed is an admission of guilt. Whereas in pardon should have a conviction. If and when a person has been convicted of a crime, in pardon to pardon, and the person convicted appealed before the higher court, appeal, kasi nga, pending appeal, he was granted a pardon, that is a violation of the Constitution. So Constitution did not allow that if there's a pending appeal, there's no final conviction yet, person cannot be granted It is a mandamus. Mandamus. Ito na naman tayo. Okay. What do you mean by mandamus? It is a duty. Mandahan. Mandamus. A petition for mandamus. You have to do a duty to do. Kaya nga mandahan. Mandamus. Okay, that's another topic. So we'll discuss that probably in some other time. But we'll continue reading. Watching your channel. Thank you so much. Bien viejo. Ali, hindi siya pwede kasuhan. Ali, hindi pwedeng kasuhan si Trillanes. Hindi pwedeng kasuhan. Meron na siyang kaso. Ang kaso niya ay pending sa Regional Trial Court of Makati. So there was no case to be filed for Trillanes, but meron siyang kasalukuyang kaso kapag napatunayan na ang kanyang amnesty ay void. So we will wait for the interpretation of the Supreme Court, the highest court of the land, and who is responsible from the interpretation of a particular conflict of laws of the land. So yun eh. Kaya nga three departments of the government. So, interesting talaga. Mami, thank you so much. Maraming salamat talaga. Ikaw talaga, lagi ka talaga nandyan para sa pagsuporta sa akin. I am so happy that you and Kuya Sandugo is always there. Parating nandyan for me. Naku, nakalimutan ko nang tawagan yung mga sikat team. I know they're always there. Probably it's Sunday. They have their own family to attend to. Kaya medyo busy sila. But definitely, if I have told them about my live stream, they're gonna be here as well. And I know they'll always be there for me. And ano to? Ali, kaya nga pilit hamunin ni Trillanes si Presidente na alisin ang immunity niya, di ba? I don't understand. Inahamon ni Trillanes si Presidente na alisin ang immunity niya. Who is niya? So if Trillanes is pushing the President to take off the immunity, that is not possible. Why? Even if the Constitution did not particularly states that the President of the Republic of the Philippines is immune from suit and he cannot be sued during his term of office, it is but natural and it is by analogy that he is immune from suit. Why? Because he is the head of the state. A head of state during his term cannot be sued by his conglomerates. Okay? Otherwise, there will be a chaotic country. So, hindi naman siya po pwede. So, alam nyo, ang ating gobyerno, simpleng-simple lang naman ang kanilang goal. So, from the mayor up, then senator, and then senator, sometimes presidency, and then the last step is kulong. Diba? Pag ganun-ganun lang siya, oh. When you reach the presidency, you expect to be in jail. Who are those presidents that goes into jail? Diba? One after the other. The first person who went to jail, who? After Corazon Aquino, sino na yung naging president? Sino? Erap Estrada. He was accused of plunder. He went to jail. Okay? Plunder is pandarambong. Pandaraya. Pandarambong. It's different from bribery. Okay? So, that's another topic. I don't like to discuss about that. Masyadong mahaba ang topic na yun. If you want, we can discuss that on some other time, but not for now because we will be concentrating on amnesty. What else? I will have to continue reading. Deep vlogs. Vlog. My launch in the English. Deep bad vlog. My launch. Hindi English. Okay. Hindi English. You're an Hindi. All right. OMG left you a love letter as well. Thanks a lot. Miko Ong, you were there's this love letter that left in your house by BC Bianco. Anglo-Filipino, hello, JBear. Anglo-Filipino, you did not get into Hangout earlier. We are expecting you to get in. Siguro next time we will be together. I really wanted to talk to you on live. Pagka nag-live si Kuya Sid, I hope you're gonna be there as well. Abangan kita. Sana available ako. Ali Cuisine and more. Paano kung mag-self-proclaim si Trillanes? Ginawa niya talaga yung crime? Granted ba ng gobyerno yung amnesty? Ano mag-self-proclaim? What do you mean self-proclaim? Self-proclaim si Trillanes na ginawa niya talaga yung crime. Okay. I will I will deal I will answer that particular question based on what I understand. Paano kung mag-self-proclaim si Trillanes na ginawa niya talaga yung crime, tapos crime, granted ba ng gobyerno ang amnesty? There was no particular specific thing. I think there's this Supreme Court's decision. You know naman, if it's a Supreme Court's decision, it is binding as if it is a law, okay? Because it interprets. I think they have this particular application that they need to sign specifically stating the crime that they have committed this and that they are admitting the crime that they have committed. So it was written, it was notarized, and it was witnessed. According to Trillanes, meron daw. So this is a matter of evidentiary now. Who has a better evidence to prove that there's this thing called admission to be able for the amnesty not to be declared null and void. And if in case na hindi nga siya nag-admit, null and void yun, balik siya sa kulungan. We cannot do anything about that. Sa loob siya ng kulungan. Because it's a coup d'etat. It's a non-bailable offense. Anglo, hello. Langga, GM, hello, sis. Kumusta? Dos, galing ma. Ay, nako, Dolwich, ha. Galing, galing. Sobrang ng late. Hola, seed. What else? A and B Slack channel. I miss your voice, A and B. But law and politics are second law. Law and politics, they are entirely different. The law and politics. Politics is the influence of the people in power, whereas the law is in place to make the constituents and the inhabitants in a particular state to be in order. Man, I just played it. Hi! Oh, this is my favorite. Takla hi. TLO1357 Bardon. Bardon, you are always here for me, and I really appreciate your support. Congrats on your channel, JBear. You have a lot of wonderful people with you. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. You've been here, and I don't know who you are. You don't have any videos, and I've been asking you to upload one because I really wanted to see you. But you said you were just an avid supporter, and I am so happy that I have an avid supporter, and that's you, Bardon. And I will never forget that. Thank you so much. Mama Jessie TV, Leonardo, I'm watching your video in Canada, BC. Thank you so much, BC. I think you know my sister, hopefully. A and B slots are excited din ako sa ganitong mga topic besides super galing. No, Kuya Dolwich, hindi ako magaling. Nagbasa ako because I was so much intrigued. Nainis nga ako sa sarili ko na I was asked by somebody to watch the link, and then I couldn't say anything because I really cannot remember what amnesty was. I know that it is the power of the president, but I didn't really know that it has this requirement. Forgetful me. That is so worst. Mammoth TV, hello. Mammoth TV, ikaw ha. Minsan na kita makita. Namimiss na kaya kita. Josabel, hi sis Jaber. Hello, Ate Jos. Nako, nasa na? Hi everybody. Siya Indian YouTuber. Hello, you're good sister. Thank you so much. Nandiyan ka pa pala, Hides. Thank you. Chulax cheers. Hello, sis. Kahabol po. I'm sorry for everybody that I do not normally upload my videos right now because I am so busy. But I have one pending video that I'll be uploading. That was an overdue meet up with the Cookie Racha, my teammates. Sobrang late na siya. I really hope that I can do my promises like the lemon challenge for Ate Milo. I'll do that, but I just really don't know when. I'm quite busy. I just smile and smile because I don't really like to be old. That's why I just smile, though you don't know I'm crying as well. Anyway, let's continue. Ah, lalim. Hindi po, tinatagalog ka naman kasi talagang dapat, 'di ba, Tagalog. Amnesty, yung mga ganyan. Automatic time, Shanwain. Are you there? Kanina ka pa ba? I've been waiting for you. Ay, nandiyan ka na. May insecure na ako. Guys, we have our new genius here. I am Shanwain. He's a very genius person. Nandyan yan. So, nai-insecure ako pag nandyan yan eh. Yan. Diba? Sheila Excited, hello. Na-topic na po kita. Na-topic na po kita. Hindi sana naman nice naman voices. Really? Nag-effect lang po ako. But in law school, I shouldn't be this way. I should really, I don't know. I have to adjust the tone of my voice. Kasi hindi po pwede yung magpa-cute ka doon eh. Hindi pwede. Kailangan very strong, very, I don't know. Ang hirap, mahirap. More than an actress, you really have to be tough when you talk. You shouldn't really smile when you talk. There are so many requirements. Probably if you're a litigant or something, or you aspirant lawyer or something, you really have to, nabubulol na ako, nauuhaw na ako. So, kailangan ko na uminom. Aha. Baka next month pa ako makabalik mag-YT. Super busy, Ate Joss, no? Ang hirap, no? Kasi alam mo, hobby na lang naman tong YT eh. Hobby na lang naman din siya. I am Shanwi. Bakit naman ikaw ang idol ko? Ay nako, ano, basta talaga. Kasi I really dream of studying in PLM. Because our professor in family code, the framer of family code. Wow, I forgot the name for God's sake, 'di ba? Nagtuturo siya diyan sa PLM. So he distinguished the difference between the nullity and the annulment. I remember one of the lawyers when I attended this MCLE na scold niya. Chillax, Ilocana caregiver, hello din. Yeah, Chillax, puntahan mo yan si Ilocana. Ako talaga, medyo interested akong malaman kung saan yan. Communication is not about what you say, but what your listeners comprehends. And trust me, in that short span of time, ang dami kong natutunan sa Kuya Dolis, natatakot naman ako sa sinasabi mong yan. I encourage everybody to read. Kaya ko lang po ito sinasabi because I have known a very few people who is very much intrigued with what's happening around us. Pero very rare that people or Filipinos are very much concerned. There are so rare. They don't even know what's happening around. So, parang ako, na-konsyensya kasi this person, nag-send pa sa akin ng link, parang ang crazy ko, ako, nag-aaral ng batas, but this person, just a normal citizen, send me a link. 'Di ba? Parang, bakit ganun? Siya is just a plain citizen, pero concerned siya sa mga nangyayari. Bakit ako hindi? So, saan ako patungo? 'Di ba? So, now I tried my best to study, read again, what's in here, and I have to impart this, what I have learned, what I have heard, what I have learned and read, para you also as a Filipino should learn to read. Even if you're in the other country, you have to read the newspaper there. You have to read what's going on in their government. If you're in UK, you have to know their laws. You have to know what's happening around. So, di ba? Kasi you're part of the community and you are part of the state. Whatever happens to the state, whatever happens to the government you are into, you will definitely be affected. So, a matter of educating yourself lang naman, di ba? I know it's nice and it's fun to dance Kiki dance. I do wanted to dance that Kiki dance as well. But sometimes nakakahiya. It doesn't fit me. Ayan. What else? Tatawa naman ako sa mga comments niyo. The essence of, Lodi? Always napansin ko parang pareho tayo. Lights off something. Jolly. Parang pareho tayo, What else? Love na nyo isa't isa. So, those that saying hello to each other. Sakit ulo kay Trillanes. Oo, actually, oo, 'di ba? Sakit talaga ng ulo sa kanya. Nakakaloka. So parang ang nangyayari kasi, some says, oh, there's no more democracy going on in the Philippines because there's no more freedom of expression, something, because whenever you say anything against the president, you will be arrested and sort of. So I don't really like to rely on that thing because those are very prejudiced comments. But I always base my comment, my opinions in a particular law that's going on. If it's not really meritorious, after the Supreme Court decided on it, that's the time I'll be saying something. But for now, we have to delineate the powers of the three departments of government, and we cannot. Yun lang yung problema, no? Kasi walang revocation. There was a newspaper I've read that they said that there's a revocation of amnesty granted to Trillanes. There was no revocation to talk about here. There is a declaration of nullity, meaning a void from the beginning of the amnesty given. So it was not a revocation because I don't think there's a power. The president has the power to revoke a particular amnesty given. If in that case, meron man siyang power, but still there's a need for concurrence of the Congress. Kasi before an amnesty was given, there should be a concurrence of the majority of the Congress. Ayan na naman tayo. I have discussed that matter. Before an amnesty is granted, there should be a concurrence of the majority of the Congress. So after the concurrence, may requirements tapos concurrence. Granted. Apparently, in his case, there was this concurrence, but there was a lack of requirements according to the executive. But according to Trillanes, it is valid because there's an admission, a requirement has been complied with, and there's this concurrence. And then Trillanes imposed that it is a revocation made by the president in violation of the Constitution because the president has no right to revoke the amnesty given to me because there's a need of a concurrence of the Congress before revocation can occur. Ay, tagalugin natin. Pero sana napafollow nyo. Ang sabi, hindi maaari ang revocation, pagbawi. Kinakailangan ang presidente kung magbabawi ng isang ibinigay na amnestiya, kinakailangan may concurrence ng majority ng Kongreso. Hindi po pwedeng siya lang ang magbibigay ng proklamasyon. By analogy, because the amnesty can only be granted kapag may concurrence. Apparently, we have misunderstood. There was no revocation to talk about here. There was a nullification. And a nullification meaning a void. Pagpapawalang bisa ng isang pagkakamali dahil walang naganap na requirements. Hindi na-comply. Hindi na isutupad. Yan. Okay? So there's nothing to talk about the revocation. Walang revocation to talk about here. So talagang matinding topic ito. No? Napakahirap na topic. I am really waiting for the Supreme Court to decide on this matter. This is really very interesting. Ano na? So I think I have tackled the topic well, but before anything else, I would really like to reiterate once again. Do I need to discuss the distinction between the pardon and amnesty? I think that doesn't, Alam niyo rin naman na na-discuss na rin yung regarding the guilt. Ano ang epekto? Extinguishment of liability, extinguishment of criminal liability. If there's extinguish, pagtanggal, pawalang bisa ng liabilidad, ng criminality, edi na siya, absuelto. So kapag wala siyang krimen na nagawa, hindi siya pwedeng kasuhan. Citizen, bawal. So ang ganda ng anggulo na ito napakaganda. Now, I've just reached 1 hour and 26 minutes, and I think I have discussed thoroughly what I wanted to discuss, and I may say goodbye to you now. Anderson Pereira Anderson Pereira Cordero. Hello, plug. Guys, I will not let the stream stay here. I will delete this or hide this kasi baka, this might hurt anybody na merong ibang pananaw. So, I'll just hide this na lang. Yes, puro live till next month. So, I think I have touched the topic well. Siguro lang. Salamat Dolby ha. Talaga bang na-discuss ko ng maayos-ayos. We will summarize again. We will summarize for those who came late. This live stream is about the amnesty that is being issued or amnesty that has been talked about in recent days in the Philippines. An amnesty per se is an act of grace given by the government to a political detainee. A political detainee is being forgiven by the current administration to be able to erase and extinguish the criminal liability of the person. Ang amnestiya po ang topic dito sa ating live stream na nagsasabi na ang mga politikal na gumawa ng krimen laban sa pamahalaan ay pinapatawan ng pinapatawan ng kapatawaran sa kanilang mga nagawang krimen laban sa pamahalaan upang sila ay magsimula ng panibago. Ito ay parang pagwawalang bisa ng kanilang mga nagawang kasalanan. Yun po ang tinatawag na amnestiya. Ito po ay isang power, power. What do you mean power? Isa po itong power. Don't know what's power mean. Ng presidente ng Pilipinas. Sapagkat sa Pilipinas, meron po tayong 3 klase ng departamento na may kanya-kanya po silang mga obligasyon. At sila po ay hindi maaaring magsapawan ng kanilang mga obligasyon. Sila po ang nagche-check at nagbabalanse na ang bawat isa ay hindi lalabis sa kanilang tungkulin upang hindi naman mapagsamantalahan ang mga kababayang Pilipino. At ang karapatan at ang mga kalayaan na natatamasa ng bawat Pilipino ay kinakailangang maproteksyonan sa pamamagitan po ng pagkakaroon ng 3 departamento na ng bawat obligasyon ng bawat to. Ito po ay ang executive branch ng presidente, tura ng isang Congress, ang upper house, at ang lower house, ang House of Representatives. At ang huli ay ang hudikatura, ang hudikatura, sila po ang responsable sa nag-i-interpret maaaring conflict o pagkakaiba-iba ng interpretasyon ng isang batas na nagawa sa isang bansa. Ang obligasyon po ng presidente or ng executive branch ay ipatupad ang batas na ginawa ng legislatura. May conflict o may hindi sang-ayon sa mga batas, ito po ay ini-interpret o ipinaliliwanag ng hudikatura. So, iyon po ang kanilang mga kanya-kanyang obligasyon sa ilalim po ng pamahalaan na demokrasya ng Pilipinas. Sa isa pong issue o isa pong problema na nahaharap ngayon ang Pilipinas ay ang amnestiya na ipinataw sa senador na dating gumawa ng isang krimen laban sa dating namumuno ng pamahalaan. Ito po ay katumbas ng isang rebellion o rebelde na krimen. Kasalukuyan po ito na nandoon sa regional trial court at dinidinig ang kaso na laban sa kanyang ginawa. Ng mga panahong iyon, nagkaroon po ng suspensyon ng kanyang kaso dahil po nagkaroon ng tinatawag na amnestiya. Ang amnestiya ay nagpapatawad sa anumang krimen na nagawa ng isang political detainee. At dahil doon, mayroon pong tinatawag na requirements o kinakailangang isatupad ng isang taong nasa sakdal sa rebelyon na yon. At yun ay sinasabing kinakailangan hihingi ka ng patawad at aaminin mo na ikaw ay nagkasala sa salang rebelyon. At doon lamang po magkakaroon ka ng granting ng amnestiya sa pamamagitan ng concurrence ng lehislatura. Ito po ay isang power ng presidente at kinoconcur ng lehislatura. So it's not only the president has the power to grant amnesty, but with always the concurrence of the legislature. So dito po naiikot yung ating issue. So ngayon nagkakagulo dahil nga mayroong kakulangan sa aplikasyon ng amnestiya, nagkaroon lang ng concurrence pero walang admission, hindi inamin. So ito raw ay walang bisa. Kapag walang bisa ang amnestiya, ang ibig sabihin, mariribisa at marirevive, babalik sa dati ang estado ng isang tao na siya ay nasa sakdal sa isang krimen ng rebelyon. At dahil doon, siya ay maaaring makulong habang dinidinig ang kaso. So kaya po napaka-importante na kinakailangan patunayan ng kampo ni Trillanes na siya ay meritorious o siya ay nag-admit na siya ay may krimen sa naginawa at siya ay humihingi ng kapatawaran sa krimen na kanyang nagawa sa pagiging rebelyon. So, this is a matter of evidence. And we will see, ang huli pong nag-iinterpreta kung ito pong pagdideklara ng proklamasyon na pagwawalang bisa ng amnestiya kay Trillanes ay unconstitutional or violation or labag sa isang constitution ng isang bansa, walang iba kung hindi ang hudikatura, ang judiciary. The justices of the Supreme Court will interpret the law. So sa harinawa, naging malinaw po ang lahat. Everything has been properly cleared. I will never take side on anything. I have given you both sides of the story, and it is the Supreme Court who is the final author of everything. Maraming pong salamat sa AA and B Slot channel. I've been trying to say it in Tagalog because people might not be interested of listening to me if I kept on saying amnesty retrieval. Kasi di ba parang, ano ba yung JBear, papakute ka, di ba? Parang, though it's really kind of hard because there is no such thing as Tagalog when we read the law. There is no such thing as Tagalog when we read the jurisprudence. Ngunit sinasabi ko po sa inyo ito ng Tagalog para naman po kayo po ay ma-encourage, ay makapagbasa. Mahikayat ko kayo na magbasa at malaman naman kung ano po ang nangyayari sa atin. I hope this may not be so enjoyable, just like the other streams that you're watching into. I know that you love laughters and sort of, I too love laughters as well, but sometimes we really cannot spare thinking about what's happening in the Philippines and what is this thing all about amnesty. So for now, guys, thank you very much, and I love you all. Sana naman, nag-enjoy po kayo. Don't siya! Bye!